Do you really think that these award shows like the Grammys, the ACMs, the CMTs, you name it, do you really think that they're truly an honest reflection of what the popular music listener listens to and loves? Do you think that they're really a reflection of the top music out there? Now, granted, those are they're great artists, and there's a lot of deserving music on there. But there's a lot that's not, and there's a lot that is just overlooked. So I wanted to talk about that today. My name is Troy Castellano. This is Observations of a Middle-Aged Dream Chaser. And yeah, you could say probably I'm a little bitter. Not that I ever had any opportunities to be nominated for any of those, but it's like every year we go through this whole thing of like, wow, how did that person win? Like, perfect example, and everybody's been chatting about it for the last couple weeks here, last week anyway, since the Grammys, about Beyonce winning the country record of the year, the album of the year. It's like, I listen to country radio, and I've never heard one of her songs on the radio, so how can that possibly be true? Well, what these award shows are set up to be are not a reflection of how popular the music is and how popular the artist is with the public. It's really just set up to be a promotion for what the artist has put out in the last year, possibly promoting what's coming out. That's really all it is one big advertisement for a select group of artists to be awarded and be put on a pedestal, so the public will think, oh, that must be what I should like because they're so popular. Most people like them. But it's not nearly true at all. It's really just what happens with these award shows. And yeah, I don't know it all, but I've heard a lot about it. So what happens with these award shows is that the labels, they're usually all in the same cities. The labels are in New York, LA, or Nashville. And they all, they're all friends. They know each other in the workspace, really. And so it kind of goes like this. If I'm working at this label, I go to this other label and say, hey, if you vote for my artist, I'll vote for your artist. And hopefully one of us will rise to the top. And they also go as far as to like doing little palm grease. And here's a free weekend down at in the Caribbean. Just vote for my artist. And so really it ends up just being a pay for an award. And I'm not saying that those artists aren't talented by any means. There's so many that have deserved it and have won. But there's way too many, especially in the last 20 years, if not 30 years of music, where the public just goes, how did that person win? A perfect example, and I'm not the only one ranting about this past Grammys award show, but Beyonce winning the country music album of the year. I mean, I listen to country radio. I listen to it when I'm driving. I listen through state to state, back in my home state of Minnesota, and right here where I live in Nashville, they don't play her songs. So how could that possibly be the best country record? Well, it's because they have paid, they have bribed, they have done whatever they could to get that artist to achieve that award. And what's the main point of that? Is to push that in your face more and say, see, here's the best, you should listen to it. It's really gotten to the point where who gives a shit, about awards anymore? I mean, yeah, wouldn't we all want a Grammy as far as music makers go? Yeah, we all would like that accolade, but I want accolades direct from my peers. I want accolades from the people that really enjoy my music and truly have given an honest opinion of what they think about it. There's no point in just puffing up music just for numbers, but that's what goes on right now. It's even going on if you watch my last video about we don't need labels anymore. That's exactly what labels are doing right now, is they are padding up song lists with some AI music, by the way, and they're also making sure that no indies get into these curated editorial playlists on the different platforms. It's because they are losing their ability to compete anymore with the public. Now public has more power by, you being a listener, that shows up in streams, but I'm getting in the weeds there. It's really about just being honest with what kind of music people like. I mean, there's so much music out there that blows away what wins awards, but they won't get the award because they're not affiliated with that label or even a Grammy member or whatever. So it's just one of those things that really wears on me after a while because it's not honest award winning. It truly isn't. Again, some do deserve it, but for the most part, it's just a paid setup for an award. It's just a paid promotion. Here's what we're doing next. Here's what we're working on next. Here's the showcase of our new song. It's just a platform for advertisement. And I'm so over the fact that we're supposed to believe that that was truly an earned award. It's just fake. For the most part, those top honored awards in radio and pop music, country music, it's really just fake. So I just wanted to get on here and toot about that. It's one of those pet peeves I have, and I know I'm not the only one. There's so many of us that go through this and these feelings of like, how could that person have won? There's two really good things happening with music right now. And the things that I'm talking about is like independent artists, if you have the money to market, and that's a big deal, but if you have the money to market, you can start to compete with those major label artists, because that's all that they have on you is the ability to spend more money on ads and radio placement, And so the more indies get more money involved with their own art, the more that the labels have to compete. And radio is going away, believe it or not. If you're in my age group, we still listen to radio, but I got 3 20-year-olds. They don't, in their early 20s, they do not even tune in a radio. They don't even need an FM or AM dial anymore. They pull up what they like, and that should be a direct reflection of where the awards go to. And, there's something else too that this, I guess, is turning into a rant on labels again, which directly reflects to the award shows. But the fact that major labels do not even develop artists anymore. They do not work on a brand. They want to acquire small businesses. They want you or me to build up my numbers. They want me to have 100,000 followers on Instagram, 250,000 on Facebook, you name it. They see that and they go, hey, we're interested in capitalizing on a little bit of what you got going on. That's the truth of what they do now. They don't develop artists. They acquire small businesses. And my advice to anybody that's having success without record labels is don't share your art with them. Keep your revenue, keep your ownership of your art to yourself. There's no reason to share it with them anymore. And I truly can't wait for them, the big ones anyway, to fail, because they just have been working in a way to not give anybody else who has talent any chance unless they've signed them. And they only sign a couple of artists a year to put those millions of dollars in, which that makes sense, but you'll never have a chance because they're always going to have more money, bigger attorneys, all of that stuff. So just back to the basis of this episode. For any of you that watch the award shows, don't take it like, wow, they really are the best, because even if they are great, it doesn't mean they were the best and that the public really loved them the most. This is just between labels, publishers, and people that own the rights to the music that make money off of it. And so they're always trying to scheme ways, like we all do. How can I make more money on this? And one of the ways is an award show. And when you get five or six of those award shows every year, you get to prop your artist up. It gives them more numbers, and it makes people think that they are the best. And it's not true. So I'm pretty much over it. I hope you guys are. I wouldn't really waste your Sunday nights or your Wednesday or whatever night those awards are on and watch them, because they're not truly a representation of what the public thinks is the best. And that's very unfortunate, because that's what those awards were based on. Now, if I'm ever on there, tune in and watch it for sure. But you know, I don't think that's ever going to happen, so I'm comfortable here bitching about it, right? All right, you guys, hope you enjoy these little videos, observations from a middle-aged dream chaser. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. All right, now do me one favor and put this in the comments. The comments help me get more visible on YouTube, help the algorithm push this video into more people's faces like me and you. Put this comment in there and write, "Award shows are phony," because it's true. All right, hope you guys are having a great day, and thanks for watching. Peace.